the 4 areas of advertising that you should be focusing on if you want to start getting good results on your advertising strategy. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this video. And I haven't recorded a video for a while. I've been pretty busy with some personal projects, but now I'm back and I wanted to record this video because if you have run ads for your business, you might have noticed that it's starting to get a little bit more difficult to get results on your campaigns, right? And this has to be because all these new iOS 14 updates, these new privacy policies, and it's not the same like it used to be like 2-3 years ago. Doing social media ads, it was a little bit easier, but now it's a little bit more complex, I would say. So a lot of people, they're getting trouble getting results. And one of the reasons why this is happening is not only because of these new updates and everything, but because you need to prepare in the right way before you start running ads, right? Before, people used to run ads like crazy without direction, but now you need to create a strategy. You need to understand not just how to run social media ads, but different areas of your business that are going to help you create successful advertising strategy. And what I want to show you here are the 4 most important areas of advertising that you should be focusing on if you want to sell anything, regardless if it's a product, digital product, or a service. This is gonna help you understand what you need to do before and after running ads if you want to get good results, right? Now, these 4 areas are the product, of course, the audience, the funnel, and the offer. These 4 areas are super important because if you don't prepare these things at the beginning, then your campaigns are gonna be weak, right? And chances are you won't get results. 100% sure you won't get results because you don't prepare in the right way before running ads. Basically, these are going to allow you to create amazing advertising strategy. And once you start running ads, once you start collecting data, and if things are not going as you planned, then you just have to go and analyze these 4 areas because 100% sure something is not working in 1 or 2 or even in all the areas that I just mentioned, right? The products, the audience, the offer, and the funnel, right? These 4 things are extremely important, and this is gonna allow you to have more clarity, right? Because sometimes when things are not going as planned, you don't know what to fix, right? I don't know if you have experienced that, but you don't really know what to fix. So when you see the big picture with these 4 areas, you're gonna have like more clarity. Okay, if something is not working, maybe I need to fix my funnel. Maybe I need to improve my offer, or maybe I need to do a little bit more research on my product and my avatar and really understand what I'm trying to sell and who I'm trying to sell this to, right? So without further ado, I'm gonna dive into explaining a little bit why these areas are important. And if you find value, if you want maybe more help from me, I invite you to have a small chat with me. You can go to jordanvelasquez.com/call and let's see how I can help you create a successful advertising strategy for your business. So let's dive into today's video. So the first one is the product. And this is pretty obvious, but still most people get this wrong. Why? Because they don't take the time to really understand what they're trying to sell. Okay, let me explain a little bit. You need to know how well positioned is your product or your service in the market that you want to get into, right? And also you need to know if that product or service solve a problem or create a new opportunity for your customer. Some products or services, they might do both. They might solve a problem and they might create they can create a new opportunity. Some, they just have one of them, right? This doesn't really matter. What you need to know is what problem they solve or what opportunity they create, right? Because this is going to allow you to create amazing ads and landing pages and funnels. So it's extremely important that you start doing like a deep understanding of what you're trying to sell, even if it is something as simple as a bottle of water. And this is a good example. I don't know if you have seen those bottles of water where you can put fruits and then just the water, and then you have a bottle of water that has flavor and everything, you know, those recipients. So it's a pretty basic product, pretty simple, straight to the point. You just use it to get to drink water, right? But if you really go deeper and really understand what are the problems that this solve, or what is the new opportunity that this product create, this is what's going to make the difference between you selling a $20, $10, $30 product or $100 product. You can go to Amazon, you can search for this type of bottles, and you're gonna find different type of products with different price ranges. But on the other hand, there are brands that they sell the exact same product. The only thing is that they really understand the problems or opportunity that these products has to offer, and they create a fantastic ads and fantastic funnels just focusing on that, and that's what makes the difference, right? So take the time and really understand what you're trying to sell. Now, in the second one, we have the audience, right? And this is also important because most people, they just go straight with what they imagine is their ideal customer. They just might think about the basics, okay? What is the age? What is the gender? Where do they live? And pretty basic information, right? But you need to go further than that. You need to understand your ideal customer like intimately, like in a deep level. You need to get inside their head and really understand their problems, their pains, their struggles, their dreams, their desires, because it's going to allow you to create amazing funnels, amazing ads, amazing emails. It all starts with your research. And I understand doing research is not the fun part. You might want to go straight to creating the ad copy, the image, and everything, right? But when you do the right research, everything is gonna be so easy. Trust me, I used to do this before. I wanted to go just straight with what I believe was my ideal audience, my ideal avatar. But it's a little bit difficult trying to create the right ad copy, the right copywriting on your funnels, on your emails. And don't do this. Just focus on doing a good research and try to focus on one single avatar. Because something that I've seen is that most people have different type of avatars. They have a man, 25 years old, they have another one that is 35 years old, maybe 45 years old, and they do different things. One is in college and other has a family, you know. There are different variables when it comes to avatar, but you really need to focus on the bull's eyes of your audience, right? Just try to figure out what is really that ideal customer for you. An ideal customer is someone that is going to buy your product frequently and won't return it, or is someone that is gonna get your service all over again, right? Because they love your service. That is your ideal customer. Just focus on trying to figure out who is the ideal customer for your specific product or service, and trust me, things are going to be really, really easy, and you're also gonna have better results because you're gonna be speaking directly to that person. And a quick tip I can give you is try to understand the language, right? Because depending on what you're trying to sell, you're gonna find that this type of people, they communicate, they have a certain way that they speak. So when they see that on your ads and in your funnels, they immediately gonna connect, and they're gonna feel like, wow, this person really understands me, right? So you want to create that wow effect on your customer's mind. And the only way you're gonna do that is doing a really deep research and really understanding your ideal customer in an intimate level. Okay, the third one is the funnel. Just put yourself on your customer mind when you are creating your funnel. And you need to think about is this landing page, is this funnel really bringing me good conversion rates? Do you really feel that it's speaking directly to that ideal customer? And just for you to know, a good conversion rate is just between 1 to 3%, right? That is the average. And this is extremely important because the funnel is what actually is going to make you the revenue, right? It's the process that a person is gonna go through so they can become a buyer, from an stranger to a buyer. And depending how well structured is that sales funnel, the faster you're gonna take this person from stranger to buyer, right? The better conversion rate you're gonna get and the more revenue you're gonna obtain, right? That's why a sales funnel is extremely important. The ads, the main goal of the ads is just to get the user attention and take them from the platform that they are to your sales funnel. And your sales funnel is gonna do the work. It's gonna start converting this potential customer into a buyer, right? So it's important that you have a good sales funnel and all the research that I just mentioned to you, understanding your product, understanding your audience, everything's gonna go in there, right? And this is what I like to call like your freedom machine, your sales funnel. So put close attention to this because it's actually what's going to make you the sales, the revenue. Okay, and finally, the last one is your offer. And this is extremely important because everything boils down here. Understanding your product, doing the research on your ideal customer, creating your funnel, and everything ends in your offer because this is what's going to convert a stranger into a buyer, right? I like to see the offer like this, right? This is your product, this is your ideal customer. The offer is the bridge that connects your product with your ideal customer. And depending on how well structured, how compelling and irresistible is your offer, the easier it's going to be for that potential customer to become a buyer, right? And don't get me wrong here, an offer is not a promotion, it's not 20-30% discount, it's not buy two get one, right? It's not that. That is not an offer. The offer is basically how well you have created that proposition of your product or service on your customer mind, right? Does your customer really understand the unique value proposition of what you're trying to sell them? Do they really feel that you understand them? Do you create that wow effect on your customer mind when they see your ads, when they read your emails, when they go to your funnel, right? The offer is gonna be all over your marketing strategy. It's the core, right? It's the core. It's what's going to help you also create everything, your ads, your emails, your funnels. So it's extremely important that you get this right. Ask yourself, do you feel confident to take your landing page and your ad copy and maybe go to your neighbor and ask them, hey, will you buy this, right? Do you feel confident that you're gonna get sales as soon as someone see your ad and go to your funnel, right? Because if this is not the case, it's because your offer is not strong enough and you need to recreate or improve what you have done. But as long as you have done your research on your ideal avatar, you really understand them in a deep level, you know their problems, their pain, their desires and dreams, and you also know, like, really understand why you're trying to sell, what is the problem that your product or service solves, or the opportunity that it creates, and you have put all this research in your sales funnel in the right way, then the offer is gonna be created by itself, right? So this is what I wanted to share with you, and this is why it's important, because when you get these 4 things right, everything's gonna run so smoothly and you're gonna avoid a lot of problems before running ads and after running ads, because it's important to understand that you won't get things right in the first time, But at least if this is the first time you want to be running ads, you want to know if you have the right structure for your marketing strategy, right? And once you start running ads, you're gonna collect data, you're gonna start bringing traffic into your funnels, into your strategy. And if something is not going as planned, it's because something is not working in one of these areas, right? So you need to analyze and you wanna have way more clarity. Trust me, before I was all over the place. Maybe something wasn't going as I planned. I didn't have like a guide to what should I fix. Should I fix my funnel? Should I fix my ads? Should I do more research on my avatar? Or maybe I was doing something else, but maybe that thing was not going to bring me the results that I wanted. Why? Because I didn't understand that these 4 areas are extremely important. But now that I know that this work and this is the foundation for everything to work, for anything that you want to sell, regardless if you're using offline tools or online tools, right? If you get these 4 things right, you're gonna be able to sell anything. And it's gonna be so easy to create your copies, right? You don't need to be a professional copywriter. You really need to understand these things, and everything's gonna come up so smoothly. You're gonna save a lot of headache and a lot of problems, and you're gonna save money, right? So before running ads, guys, I highly recommend you to start thinking about these 4 areas of advertising, and then you're gonna start seeing that you're gonna start bringing better results into your campaign, right? So I hope that this help you realize what is important to focus on, and that nowadays is not as simple as just running one nice ad or video with some ad copy on and with some landing page with a nice design, right? It's not enough. You need to create something extremely good, because at the end of the day you're investing money on ads and you want to recover that money as soon as possible, right? So as long as you have these things in place, you're gonna be able to get results a lot faster and recover your investment on ads faster as well. If you have any question, any doubts, comment below. You have to put hashtag #HeyJordan and just put your question. I'm gonna try to answer your doubts, right? Or if you want like have a small chat with me, you feel like you need more help with the advertising strategy of your business, I invite you to have a friendly chat with me. Just go to jordanvelazquez.com/call and let's see what you're struggling with, what you want to achieve. And based on that, I can tell you, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to focus on this before running ads. Or maybe I'm going to tell you, hey, you're ready to run ads. You should be doing this instead, right? So I hope that you like this video, guys. And I see you in my next one.